So, this is why I just dropped, and I just wanted to give some quick thoughts on the album. My initial thoughts were that, it was a good album. It's a step in the right direction for them in terms of this new direction that they're seeking. Um, I also believe that it's it's kind of like a throwback to like some of their original albums with some songs. Stuff like You First, the chorus on there, it just kind of reminds me of an old Paramore song. Liar and Crave, those kind of remind me of Brand New Eyes type songs. I'm glad that they harken back on a little bit of the older songs without having to just, go completely back to their old style. As Haley was talking to Apple Music about this, because she said about going back to the old style of music for some of the tracks you're being inspired by. She said, how do you do that without putting a car in reverse completely? And I believe that's the perfect question to ask in terms of harkening back on this old style. Another good thing about this album is the instrumentals. Each instrumental was good in its own way. I like how on tracks like Big Man, Little Dignity, the intro was kind of like jazzy in a way. It was definitely different than the rock that I was used to with the band. Obviously, there are plenty of rock tracks on here. The News, that's probably the standout rock track on here. To talk about the rock aspect of the album, I think that the band went over it well. They talked about that they were really craving rock, so they decided to go back to this style in order to, modernize it and just to like pay homage to the rock genre in general. Haley even talked about yelling on it, like a punk album too. Like there are some punk aspects of this album as well. Haley does yell a lot on this album compared to other albums that they've had in the past or throughout the past couple of years. Not couple of years, my bad. Throughout the past couple of albums, which were self-titled and After Laughter, there's definitely more of like a punk aspect to this album than was present in those. With something like After Laughter, I mean, that was a pop record. Self-titled was just like a mix of alternative music in general, and that's kind of how This Is Why is as well. Like there are so many different inspirations from different ways that I think that it was just a great comeback for the band, not to just stick to one style and to go out and try new things, because trying new things for them, it makes it to where people will go listen to it and they're just like, oh wait, they've actually changed. Like they've actually done something that I like, for those who may not like Paramore. So I feel like this is the album to get more people into Paramore due to the direction they took with it. I just want to commemorate the band on getting the album out, because obviously we dealt with the pandemic and stuff, and they've even been on record talking about their struggles throughout all the constant touring and stuff. So like the fact that they got to settle down for a couple of years or so gave them the opportunity to really make one of their more interesting albums. As of now, I mean, I believe it's an 8.5. I've only listened to it one time, but obviously I've gone back to listen to certain songs. I'm gonna give it a second listen in the coming days so I can really sit down and think about it, and then I'm gonna make a review. But yeah, this video was just a quick overview of how I felt about it and why it was a good comeback for the band. It was probably, honestly, the best comeback. I mean, obviously they got tours and stuff going on with it too to coincide with the release. So yeah, I believe that This Is Why is a great record. If you haven't already listened to it, go ahead and listen to it. If you like this video, go ahead, drop a like, please. If you disliked it, that's fine too. You can drop a dislike also. Comment your favorite song from this record and tell me why. You can do top 3, top 5, Whatever is fine with me. I appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all having a great day. Take care of yourselves. And as always, do great things every day. Thank you.